Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share a story with you about how hard it is to be a young woman in Turkey. A year ago, I was walking in a park with my boyfriend. We were laughing, making jokes to each other, holding hands. We were basically happy. Then, a man that I had never seen before approached us and particularly to me said, "May I ask you something?" And I thought he would ask probably for an address or something, so I was like, of course, how can I help? But instead, he said very clearly that, well, you can help me by wearing something else because that dress on you is so short that it makes me want to do something bad to you. And I was wearing the same clothes as I do now. Then he leaned towards my boyfriend and continued with a sickened smile on his face and said, "It is my turn to hold her hands now." Can you imagine my feelings after hearing those disgusting words? I was terrified. I was shocked. I was so afraid that I couldn't even move. I couldn't even walk away from there, but I couldn't even think for a while. But the worst is, this was not the first or the last time that I was exposed to a sexual harassment, because when I was 13, a random guy in a public transportation tried to touch me. When I was 10 years old, a 17-year-old guy in my school tried to kiss me. And I'm pretty sure there are other young women in this room right now who are also experiencing such things like mine at least once in their life. But we need to ask why. Why didn't that man approaching me see a lovely girl in a yellow dress falling in love with a wonderful boy, but saw only a pair of naked legs? I think the main reason is sexual inequality between genders and an overemphasis on gender-specific traits. Because unfortunately, in Turkey, female sexuality is not something appreciated and something approved, while male sexuality is something even encouraged. As a matter of fact, sexuality is perceived as an indicator of masculinity. And there's a cultural push to enforce femininity in women and masculinity in men. So that means that in addition, females being subordinated, males are also forced to take the role of protector, provider, dominator, or decision maker. Which means dressing of girls is learned by little boys during childhood from the older males in their environment, such as their uncles, their big brothers, or sometimes even from their fathers, as a means of affirming their masculinity. With sting, making improper sexual jokes or comments, or stalking, or sometimes even physical abuse. All of these abnormal and unwanted behaviors towards females are the result of over-promoted male sexuality, over-promoted masculinity, actually. But what is sad is that female children are forced to feel guilty about what they have gone through, because from society's point of view, if a girl encountered with such an incident, it is because what they wore, or it is because how late they were out, or sometimes the society thinks that it is because that girl is giving some romantic signals to who did this to them. So, do you acknowledge the seriousness that I'm talking about? Because I'm here and saying that a 10-year-old children, a female children, arrested by a 17-year-old teenager. But what are we going to do about it? Do we accept that? No. No, we shouldn't. But what we should do is raising children with a different kind of view. You are the parents of today, and we are going to be the parents of next generations. So what you and we should do together is raise children with the knowledge and embrace the gender equality. Raise children who love their sexuality and use this not as an expression of power over one another, but as an expression of love for one another. Then we can crush the gender stereotypes and reshape the female in the eyes of people.